There we go.
As a professional counselor, there is no way you can conveniently counsel and talk with people without talking about peace. Within the context of Cameroon, and specifically the English speaking areas of Cameroon that have been plagued by the socio-political crisis for over the last 5 years, I have come a long way to draw inspiration from big institutions and other governments and other NGOs on the need to strive for peace building in order to be effective in the work I do. My name is Boyo Mori. I am currently a student in training with IWPG, which is a very important and strategic group for me at this time, because it's a group of women who are out to help other women around the world to understand the value of peace and be the ones who can stand at the forefront to promote peace within communities and families. I have been a student in training for the past 2.5 months, and for this time it's been a very long journey of learning, very insightful and instrumental, as well as constructive ideas that can be able to help me in my profession to be able to transmit the message of peace to everyone from all realms of life. So today, I have the singular pleasure to introduce to you IWPG as my mentoring institution on peace building and becoming a world-class lecturer as far as peace building is concerned. I would like to first of all appreciate this institution for making available information and training opportunities for women who have the interest and passion to be game changers and frontliners as far as peace is concerned, because they have boosted my interest with the kinds of learnings that I've received for the past 2.5 months. I must first of all appreciate Mijin O, who has been there to encourage me all the way and has given me the pat on my back whenever I needed it. Thank you very much for being there for me. And so today I have that singular pleasure to introduce to you who this group of women are, the influence that they have, and the achievements that they've been able to have for the time that they have been under operation since 2013. IWPG is a grassroots organization founded in South Korea and has been in existence since 2013. At its creation, it was just something that was small, but gradually it moved around Korea, and as we speak, they are able now to have 67 branches within their country, and they have 32 branches in other countries in the world. And interestingly, they have over 250 affiliates from around the world. IWPG, since its creation, has participated in peace campaigns, international events that help to promote and mark the importance of peace in the world. Why do they exist? I would like to say here that when they started their activities, their intentions were to see how they could be able to protect lives. Within their objectives, IWPG, they intend to protect, they are out to protect lives, which means that they are pro-life, and they believe that everybody born of a woman has the right to live, has the right to enjoy the freedom as humans. They equally are out to promote peace, beginning from individuals through the inner peace laws, moving to their communities and the nation as well. Again, they intend to use women as agents of change, first because the woman has a soft power, a subtle power that is able to transform communities. And so the idea behind IWPG is to bring women to the front line with the ability to transform their communities using the subtle and non-aggressive power that can be able to change and influence our communities. Again, in this, as one of their key objectives, they intend to awake the consciousness of every woman to stand up in the role that they have to be able to build peace globally. These are some of the objectives that IWPG seeks to fulfill. In the mission of IWPG, it is intended that the organization establish and harness the hearts of women and mothers in particular to promote peace and establish sustainable peace movements worldwide. And through this, their strength, like I already mentioned earlier, was to work with women with their softer power, softer but yet firm power, with an inclusive approach, taking everyone into consideration at every level so that everyone can become part of the process. And we believe in IWPG that the woman is very instrumental and can push through the peace agenda, just like she can be able to sustain the process of childbirth. That is the concept around the mission of IWPG. Just like the concept of childbirth, the IWPG intends to make the woman use this soft power that is able to incubate, process, and is still willing to give birth to something new, to a new idea which is uncommon, which sometimes seems to be a very far away idea that may not be feasible. But that as a woman, and we are able to go through this birth process, gives us the impetus to be able to lead change from a very soft and nurturing perspective, which can be able to cause our children to grow up with the mind of a mother. I would use an example as a mother. Having my first child was such an experience. Going through the pregnancy wasn't an easy task, but I had a goal, and the goal was to have my baby in my hands. At the time when I was in the hospital and it was time for me to push, I knew that I could have momentary pain, but at the end I could have the reward of a baby, which I did, and I still till today cherish that very moment. And so I believe in this mission because it makes a lot of sense for women who participate in childbirth to understand what it means to stand at the front line, to birth new ideas, to birth change, which is what we need in a season like this, especially in the context of my country, Cameroon. To do this introduction because it means a whole lot to me. I would like for us to look at the logo. I want to explain a little bit about the logo of this beloved institution, IWPG. The logo of IWPG is the moon embraced and cradled by a global village with warmth and softness. That is the picture that you would see on the logo of IWPG. And what this symbolizes is the moon. What this symbolizes in its cradling the earth through warmth is saying that women have the wisdom and strength to be able to cause change in a very subtle but firm way that can be very sustained. It can be sustained for a long period of time, because when you look at the way the moon rises and the way it sets, it doesn't come with any harshness. It just comes to light up the world when it is dark, but without causing any harm to anybody. That is how the logo, that is what the logo represents, and that is how it feels when you identify with the logo of IWPG. Tell you with a lot of excitement that for the short while of the existence of IWPG, they have had lots of achievements and they have taken so many milestones that have really improved on peace, if not experienced all over the world yet, but so many countries and so many people are able to testify or attest to the fact that IWPG has come to introduce and is willing to work with people at different levels to be able to begin experiencing this peace where it has been lacking, or to increase the number of people who can actually benefit from the huge and the large and rich content of their programs. I would like to say here that IWPG, in most of its strides, have come to improve on institutions, existing laws, existing policies on what peace building is, on what peace is, and it is changing the paradigm in government, it is changing the paradigm in institutions, it is changing the paradigms of other grassroots organizations, as well as international agencies. We would list a couple of activities that IWPG has been involved in over the years, and to begin to see how far they have gone in achieving this. Let me remind us of the fact that just since 2013, IWPG has 67 branches in South Korea. It has its branches in 32 other countries in the world, and it has more than 250 affiliates all over the world who have signed memorandums of understanding on how to roll out peace initiatives within that context. In 2014, they held a network forum for peace agreements that was signed in all over Korea, engaging every woman in Korea to be part of this movement as a way of getting them involved and knowing that it is a fight that every woman has a responsibility to contribute and make sure that peace is established wherever women are found. After that, IWPG has received awards from different parts of the world for peace building and for conflict resolutions within communities. Like I already mentioned, it has moved from South Korea, and it is established in other parts of the world, Africa inclusive, and here Cameroon represented, even in this discussion. And in all of this education, women have been on the front line. Again, IWPG supports the establishment of international peace laws, which is an influence from the Korean government, and in her strives, she has been able to host conferences and different seminars, bringing women from all over the world to join in the peace movement. Just to quickly add, IWPG has actually had a 10 million signature campaign promoting many more women to join the agenda and to engage the 3.6 billion women around the world to be part of the peace building processes round about the world. It is not only involved in peace building, but equally in environmental changes, and equally working with different groups in the world. And yes, IWPG is joining, or other agencies are joining IWPG to engage sustainable peace within their communities. And yes, positive change is possible if all of us we choose to change the way we look at things. I'll quickly give us the Ubuntu story, which helps us to know that we can be able to achieve peace in a sustainable manner if we decide to work together, or we run together to attain the goal. We have not been able to do this for a long period of time because of individual interest, of power, of greed, and these things have been dividing factors. But with the Ubuntu experience, where little children, understanding the need to move together, run a race together, won together, and got the trophy to share amongst themselves, is a sign that I cannot live without you, you cannot live without me, and we cannot live without our communities. And for us to thrive together, it will mean that we all embrace this and work together in this light. I must let you know equally that in all of the experiences, IWPG has different they have different outlets where they showcase their activities. It could be in cultural festivals. It could be in developing of curriculum for institutions. It could be engaging women and training them to be able to build peace within their homes. It could be equally to open avenues to train many more lecturers round about the world, of which I am a beneficiary and happy to see so. Thank you very much for listening to this. I hope after this you will be able to call our interest on the need to be part of this great movement, and we are willing to get you connected. Thank you.